Welcome to this demo where we will review how to perform material availability check on the maintenance work orders. This process is managed by a feature called Material Availability Check on maintenance work orders. This feature has been released in application version 10.0.37 and it's managed by the Feature Management Workspace. Using the material availability check on the maintenance work orders, the maintenance supervisors could perform inventory availability check for the required spare parts of range of work orders. Upon the verification process, the supervisors will have a comprehensive summary that highlights which orders have all the required materials, so they are ready to be released, as well as which orders experience either partial or complete unavailability spare parts. The material availability check process starts upon identifying the required spare parts of the target work orders. This could be managed directly via the project item journals, or it could be managed by copying the forecast lines to the inventory journal lines. After that, the maintenance supervisors will have a dedicated form where they can perform material availability check of the maintenance work orders. The material availability check runs mainly by using the standard MRB engine. That means if the materials are not available in the on-hand, then planned orders will be generated. This could be planned purchase order if the material is not completely available in our warehouses, or it could be planned transfer order if the material is available in another warehouse. After that, the maintenance supervisors will have a comprehensive summary that highlights the material availability status, whether the material available or not available. First, I'll navigate to the Feature Management Workspace to ensure that the Material Availability Check on Maintenance Work Orders feature is enabled. So here I'll select the feature, then I'll click Enable Now. Now I'll move to the work order, so I'll navigate to the Asset Management module, Work Orders, All Work Orders. Here I have a work order. I'll open this work order, then I'll navigate to the project journals to review the required spare parts. Here we can see that we need these 3 items that should be consumed from the Cairo factory warehouse. Let's review first the available on hand of these 3 items. Here I can see that the first item that ends by 94 is not available at all at any warehouse, where the item 95 is available but in a centralized spare parts warehouse, warehouse 13. Then we can see this item 96 is available at the required warehouse, warehouse 15. Let's go back to the work order, then I'll navigate to the material availability check form. Here we can perform material availability check for 1 or more work orders. Here I'm going to select this work order, then I'll click Material Availability Check. Here we can perform master planning plus availability check. So the master planning will be initiated, then the system will evaluate the available on hand, or we can run only availability check only in case of the master plan has been initially executed. So I'm going to select master planning plus availability check. Then we have to select the master plan. So I'm going to select the master plan dynamic, then I'll click OK. Now the planning optimization will be performed against the 3 items. Now, after the master planning has been executed, we can review the on-hand status of the spare parts. So here we have the item number, product name, then the material availability. We can review the material availability on the work order status. So we can see here the status is upcoming. That means there are planned orders that are upcoming, or it could be available in case of the old materials are available or not ready if the materials are not ready or are not available. Then here we can check also the status on the item line. So here we can see the status of the first item is upcoming. The same for the second item, where this item 96, since the item is available on hand, so we can see the status is available. Then here we can see the requested date from the journal lines, the required warehouse, then the requested quantity and unit of measure. Then here we can review the on hand. Here we can see the physical inventory as well as the available physical of the items. Then we can see the on hand settled in case of the material is available in the on hand and it would be consumed from the on hand of this warehouse. So since this item is available in warehouse 15, so here we can see on hand settle is 1 out of the available to eaches. Then for the first and second item, since these items are not available in warehouse 15, hence planned orders have been created, and here we can see that the required quantity will be fulfilled by using planned orders. So here we can see the planned order settled. We have here 1 for the first and second line. Then once these orders have been firmed, then we can see the on hand or the requested quantity will be fulfilled via ordered. So if I'll navigate right now to the planned orders, I'll navigate to the master planning module, then planned orders. Here in the dynamic plan, we can see that we have planned purchase order for the item 94, since this item is not available at all in the warehouse, and planned transfer for the item 59. This will be a transfer order from warehouse 13, the centralized spare parts warehouse, to the warehouse 15. I'm gonna select the 2 planned orders, then I'll click firm, then OK. We have an error message here for this planned purchase order, probably because we don't have a default vendor. So I'm gonna select here the vendor. Then I'm gonna firm this order as well. If I'll go back right now to the material availability check order, so we can see the planned order settled quantity has been moved to the order settled. Just to make the demo short as possible, I have processed the purchase order by receiving the item at warehouse 15, and the same for the transfer order. I have processed the transfer order by shipping the item from warehouse 13 and receive it at warehouse 15. Then, while moving to the work order material availability check form, I have performed the material availability check once again, and here we can see all the spare parts are available. That's why also the status of the work order is ready to be released. What we can do else from this form as well, we can update the work order status from available work order status.